Hi guys, so today I'm here to talk about our launch party and technically our second online sale, but I'm super excited because we're officially 1 week into selling LuLaRoe, and we're really happy with our numbers, so I wanted to share them with you guys. So if you're watching this video, you're probably interested in becoming a consultant, or you are in the queue waiting patiently and you want to know what to expect during your launch party. So if you've seen other YouTube videos on launch parties, you're probably going to think that our numbers are low, and they are compared to other consultants. However, we're not discouraged with our numbers at all. We're really proud of what we did, and there's a couple things that we think might have, kind of held us back, and I'll explain those later. So our launch party was on September 30th. That's a Friday. It started at 7 p.m. In our initial sale, we sold $914. So that was between 7 p.m. on Friday and 7 p.m. on Saturday. We sold a couple random pieces to family and friends before and after the sale. So that brought us to a total of 30 items at $1,084. So that was our initial sale. That was one sale, and like I said, it's a little low compared to some other girls' pop-up parties, like launch parties, but we're really proud of that number. Our goal was 20 items, and we blew that out of the water. So, us setting a very achievable goal was helpful for us because it gave us a lot more opportunity to achieve it, and not be discouraged when we didn't. So, we could have said that we wanted to sell 40 items, and we would have been pretty bummed out because we didn't. However, we didn't do that. We set our goal at an achievable level, and we went above that, so we were really happy with that. Some of the things that we did, so we got our inventory, and we wanted to do a sale right away. We wanted to do it that weekend, but we decided to wait a whole week and do a week of giveaways. So we did 7 giveaways total, and that really helped us, get engaged with our customers, talk to our members, get to know them. Our first 2 giveaways were I introduced myself and my mom introduced herself, and we had our members tell us a couple interesting facts about them on the first day, and the second day was, what would your why be if you were a consultant? We didn't have a lot of activity on those posts, but the posts that we did get, we were able to really talk to them, and I think that was an amazing thing for us. We really enjoy getting to talk to our people. Our members. That's why we love Periscope. We do a family game night every Tuesday, and we're really able to talk to people, and they get to see the dynamic between my mom and I. And so it's just an amazing thing because not a lot of people get to see that. It's like you guys are getting a sneak peek into our house, because it's not like we're like that in public. So it's really nice. Things that we found with the giveaways was that people were more interested in giveaways that were for clothing items instead of LuLaCash. So once we figured that out, we started to give out more leggings rather than LuLaCash. People really only like to give one-word answers. They like a simple question. So once we realized that, we did like, who's your favorite princess? We did like, what's your favorite candy, I think. So it was easy, simple questions that people could answer really fast and enter. 2 days before our launch party, we did a Randy giveaway, and we used this as invite one friend. You know, we wanted to grow our page fairly organically, because if you don't, then you have a whole bunch of people on your page that only want free stuff. So we said invite one friend that you think will really love LuLaRoe. You know, that makes it so people are willing to add somebody. They don't feel like they have to add a whole bunch of people, because that makes them uncomfortable. I know that makes me uncomfortable when people ask me to do it. So add one friend, tag them, you get a Randy, and your friend will get $5 Lula cash. So that's how we did that one. And then the day of our launch, we did an Irma giveaway. So we upped it a little bit to get people even more hyped for our launch party. In total, we gave around $50 in Lula cash away between Facebook and Periscope. So we were a little worried about that because we didn't want to lose out on $50 in our first sale. Luckily, we only had one woman use it. So she used her $10 Lula cash, and she actually bought 2 items. So we really didn't lose out too much on it because, you know, she was very generous and she bought 2 items from us instead of 1. Some of the mistakes that we made in our first sale, you know, it's bound to happen. The first sale is always the hardest. It's going to have hiccups. We invoiced too many items to some people. So, you know, if they bought 1 Irma, I accidentally invoiced them for 2. Stuff like that. A couple times I misread the row with me. So the person meant to pass and I read it wrong. So I invoiced them for an item that they didn't want anymore. Again, you know, that's my mistake. I apologized and I fixed their invoice. You know, everybody knew that it was our launch party, so they were very understanding. And that's, you know, that's the big thing. If you mess up, make sure to apologize. Even if you think it's not your fault, apologize. I said that funny. Apologize. You know, the whole customer is always right thing. It's true. The customer is always right. Unless they are being rude to you, you need to be nice to them. And even if they're being rude to you, you need to, you know, bless and move on. You know, luckily, we haven't had to deal with that yet, but I know some other consultants that have had to deal with some not so nice people, and, you know, there's nothing you can do when it gets to that point. All you can do is say, look, I'm really sorry. If there's nothing that's going to make you happy, then there's nothing that I can do for you. And you move on. So one thing that we think might have kind of hurt our launch party a little bit is the Halloween leggings. So, you know, we don't want to, like, blame everything on the Halloween leggings and the fact that we didn't have any, or, you know, we're not going to sit here and throw a fit about it. It's just something that we're going to take into consideration, because that weekend a lot of consultants were doing their Halloween legging sales. Their first Halloween legging sales. So a lot of people were really interested in that. You know, that doesn't take away for the appreciation that we have for the people that did buy from us. We are so appreciative, and we couldn't do it without them. But that is something that we are taking into consideration, is that, you know, it's possible that some people were buying Halloween leggings instead of coming to our launch party. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just something that can influence our sales. So our next sale we did this weekend. So we did it October 7th to October 8th, 7 p.m. to 7 p.m. And this online sale was a little different. We had one sale in 3 hours. So I was getting very discouraged. I was very upset. My boyfriend was up visiting me for the weekend, so I said, you know what, Mom? I can't be stressed out right now. Can you handle it? And I left. And I was very upset with what was happening. I wasn't understanding why we weren't selling anything. And, you know, my mom, the wonderful woman that she is, she handled it. She decided, okay, well, let's let's make an incentive. So we said, okay, any person who buys something at our party will get entered to win unicorn leggings. So if you're OS, you win cupcake leggings. If you're TC, you win cat leggings. And that got us 20 sales. So by 7 p.m. on Saturday, as long as everybody pays, because we still have a couple invoices out, that would mean that 21 items sold and $651 goes into our pocket. Well, technically, kind of. We take 100 out for taxes and 100 out to repay our loan. So, you know, for us, that was a really big thing. We used our unicorns to help us out. Like I said, I was pretty discouraged because I thought that, you know, our first sale went so well, then why didn't our second sale go well? And I kind of shut down, which is, it's a really bad thing. Like, you can't do that. And, you know, maybe it's just because I'm so young. Like, I'm only 19, but I, you know, apologize to my mom because I really shouldn't have put her in that position. I shouldn't have made her do all the work on her own. But she figured it out, and, you know, she made it work for us, and she made our sale a success. One thing that we were kind of, or I should say probably I was banking on, was the fact that we were supposed to have a hostess for that sale because of Hurricane Matthew. She's in Florida, so she decided to postpone her party. And so I was advertising a lot on her group page that all of her friends and family were on, rather than advertising on our page. So I was putting a lot of work into a page that was no longer going to be active until a month later. So that was, you know, that was my fault. We should have advertised to both pages. You live and you learn. You know, that's really the important thing about LuLaRoe, is that you figure out what you're good at, figure out what you're not good at, and you make changes to make yourself better. We've tried to sell on Periscope 3 times now and haven't sold anything. You know, it's a little disheartening, but we also realize that we might be album sale consultants, and that's okay with us. You know, each consultant is good at something, and, you know, if that's how it's going to be, then we want to make sure that we can be as successful as we are in album sales before we put any, you know, extra motivation in anything else. You know, I don't want to waste time on something that I'm not going to be good at. So I want to focus my attention on album sales for right now, make sure that it's the best that it can be, and then I will move on to something else that I'm not as good at. And I think that's the way that you kind of got to look at it. You got to figure out what you're good at, perfect it, and then move on. You know, there's no need to get discouraged that you're not good at it. Just know that you are good at something else. Focus on that, and then move on and work on the thing that you're not good at. So in total, this week, we made $1,000, $1,735. So, you know, in actuality, we made probably closer to $1,300. Because we need to take money out for tax and to pay back some credit cards. So, you know, $1,300 would go into our pocket. However, we're deciding to put that money straight back into inventory until we reach around 2,000 pieces. So that way we can make sure that we can give our customers what they want. They have a good selection of what they want. And, you know, that's just kind of what we've decided to do. It's not something that you have to that's not something that you have to decide to do. But it is always an option. We have our first in-home pop-up on Friday at my sister's house with all of her family and, you know, all of my family, because they're my half-sisters, so we have different families. But, you know, we're going to have a really big party on Friday. We're going to do our first live sale on Sunday on Facebook. So this weekend is hopefully going to be a big weekend. We're really excited. We're trying new things. And, you know, if it doesn't work out, then we're going to try again. And try again and again and again until it does work out. You know, it's all about perseverance. And that's what we're going to do. So, you know, if you have any questions about, you know, our numbers or, you know, what we did or how we increased Facebook members or anything like that, please feel free to leave a comment or email us. We'll put all of our information down below. So I'll put our Facebook page, our email address. I will put a link to our last video all down in the description. And I really hope that if you are considering LuLaRoe that you would like to reach out to us. We are open to taking lovely ladies or men onto our team. And, you know, even if you choose somebody else as your sponsor, we would still love to help you with any questions that you have. So please, please, please feel free to reach out to us. And I hope that you all have an amazing day. Bye.